Yeah, okay, Libra, this is your weekly forecast with the Cancer full moon at the top of the chart in that 10th house. Some sort of professional endeavor, accomplishment, or something that you have been working on gets recognized. That could also bode very well for any issue with authority. So if you're, for example, in a negotiation that had to go to court, which is likely, it could be likely for Libra rising, because you've got eclipse cycles in the house of the justice system, the legal system, having the moon in that 10th house. Maybe there's some sort of culminative moment in a particular case that you've been involved in. But it could just be that you are feeling finally ready to shine, ready to be seen, and ready to be recognized for your contributions. This could be an opportunity, a professional opportunity that's been in the works, finally culminating in some sort of big moment. Let's look at Venus. Venus is in that third house, and this is your ruling planet, Libra. So whatever Venus is doing, we want to pay attention to. It's squaring off with Neptune in the 6th. This could be a communication issue, an issue with a sibling. Now, you have had all that heaviness in the house of responsibility at home, dealing with family, dealing with issues of family and responsibility and boundaries. This situation feels like more of a neighborhood issue that involves your day-to-day routine. So there may be something going on locally in your neighborhood with a neighbor or with a sibling. I know the third house rules a lot of things: siblings, your neighborhood, your communication, your immediate network of people that you can interact with. There is something going on with either your health and well-being or your day-to-day activities that is in conflict with or requiring you to take action on because of a situation in your neighborhood or a situation with a sibling. You're forced to communicate. There's something that you have to have. You're trying to say your piece or get your point across, and there's some conflict there. I think that by the time Mercury makes a nice alignment with Neptune, maybe whatever the conflict is midweek gets resolved by the end of the week. For New Year's Eve, for you, I'm sort of hopping around here. For New Year's Eve, that moon in Leo is in a nice alignment with your decan, and it could be that you're feeling pretty celebratory because of whatever happened around this full moon. Maybe you get really good news around the full moon, and then you're able to celebrate with friends. But it definitely feels like you are in an ebullient sort of celebratory mood on New Year's Eve, and that's really nice. With Venus opposite that north node, whatever it is that came up around the full moon does feel like it is a turning point for you. Some sort of significant shift of paradigms, significant shift of your faith. It may be that your faith is renewed in some way by this full moon. Now, the full moon does square off with the Libra decan. So it could be this opportunity demands you take some action. And it doesn't mean that the action is negative, but it does require some adjustments. Venus is in an odd alignment with the full moon. So whatever it is that comes up professionally or with an authority figure or maybe a parent is going to require some adjustments, that there's a little moment of adjustment that's a little bit uncomfortable. Libras are not known for being super outspoken. They generally have a harder time showing up for themselves. They're usually very good at supporting other people. And I would say with the Saturn Jupiter moving into the 5th house for Libra and Libra rising, it is going to be a year where you're more apt to value yourself and take your own needs into consideration. The 5th house is about that own inner child. It's about valuing your own creative output and being more invested in your own creativity. So that's a great thing. That's a great thing.